Random Topics.
I'm Marcy.
And I'm Daisy.
If you guys haven't subscribed to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you guys get notified every time we upload a new video.
And today's random topic is dating.
Oh God, what do you mean?
Like dating in your time?
That's her topic.
Dating in your time versus dating now. Which I think it has changed a lot.
I think so too.
Okay. I have a couple notes, but it'll just basically go into whatever it flows like, because there is a huge difference in it now. Like extremely. So I just feel like it's an interesting topic to see how it has changed overall.
Well, honestly, like from your time to my time, I guess, because obviously the gap difference in age from us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, one thing I can think of straight off the bat is that social media has changed it a lot. Before, guys were more like, it had to be in person. You don't feel like why? Because I feel like before there was no social media, right? So there was like cell phones or talking on the phone. But obviously you already had to know the person in person to have their number or have, how to call them. So it's like you already had that pre-talking to get somebody's number to talk to them on the phone.
Friends within friends or friends with each other.
Yes. Versus now it's like you don't know anybody, but because you're on social media, there's just DM. So it's you see what I'm going? Okay, so yeah, so I feel like it has made a huge difference where it's like now with social media, it's like there's so many, everybody's a stranger and there's nobody you really know. Even though you may know who they are, you don't know them. You only follow them on social media or whatever. Versus before, I feel like somebody you were talking to was because you knew them in person and you were friends or one of your friends knew them or whatever. That makes sense?
Yeah. You know what it was before? I mean, at least to me, I still got to experience that where it was like a letter or like a note that a friend would, take you. Yeah. So, I mean, I think it was cute. Like it was kind of more like details in a way. And then I kind of feel thoughtful. That before there was more respect too.
Yep.
Like it was like the guy had to come to your house. It was not you guys would meet at a restaurant or a bar. It was like I pick you up, like in front of like in your house, like your door, not come outside to my car, like that never happened.
Yeah. Like it is crazy. Like it does make a difference. I know of like that too, like the whole writing letters. Know that it was a thing or whatever, but I feel like you
didn't experience it.
No, like it's a thing, but I feel like before it was different. Before, everybody and anybody was writing letters to each other, and I feel like in my time it was like you already had to be a couple to be writing letters to each other. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like before it was like they would try to get at you with a letter. And like my time, not anymore because obviously but I'm like in high school it's like you already had to be a couple to be writing letters to each other.
What I remember when I was in school, I know it happened when you were in school because obviously I still heard of it after, and I think it was like barely starting when I graduated. Remember that they used to sell some paletas, right?
It was like for Christmas or like holidays, Valentine's or whatever.
I think it was like when they were trying to like raise funds for like the football teams and baseball or whatnot. So it was
and it would like take it to your classroom.
So it's like that's another thing where it's like people would guys would try to get at you through that.
Yeah.
So it's like you would get a bunch of candy. It was like what the hell? But then it wouldn't even say who it was from too though. So sometimes they would just send it to you.
And they would take it to you, drop it off.
You
were only going to get one.
No, like assuming that you knew who sent it to you. But they didn't say who it was from.
But yeah, I get what you're saying because they used to do it. There was a name to it. Like, I don't remember what it was called. But it was basically kind of like a Secret Santa type of thing. But when I was in school, they basically did it for everything. Like Valentine's Day, Christmas, like all for everything.
The same thing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it sounds like the same thing. But yeah, like I just feel like
it was called or how it really worked. But I do remember that like
you had to pay for it.
Somebody would come into
you had to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like randomly too, like instead of it being candy, like they would send you a rose. Like when they knew the person that was delivering it, like they would send you flowers. Like awkward in front of the
It's
damn
funny,
class.
huh? Oh, is Marcelo here?
Yeah, it was so
Yeah.
weird. I mean, I gotta say, I like my times. I thought it was cute when, you know, like they try to go out of their way and like do that. I think that was cute.
It is cute. Like
Yeah.
it is cute, and I feel like as much as like, oh, it's not in times anymore, like yeah, people can still be what is it called, like um detallistas, like what is it called?
I don't know.
No sabemos en inglés, pero es detallistas en español. The point being, back to the thing that I was saying, like as much as like it's not the same thing like in anymore, like people can still be like detallistas. Like I know it still happens, but it's not like before. It was like it was just the thing, and now it's like it's rare. That's what I'm trying to say, you know. But
Yeah, I think it's rare now, but I think it does exist. I just
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
that it's having the probably like finding the perfect person going both ways, the guy or the girl. Because I even think that probably before, like girls would be como
I mean, like yeah, I guess it makes sense where it's like if I'm only doing it, well, like you stop, I guess, and it's like if it's like both ways, or not even just that, but it's like the girls
what
not
it is?
like
You know what it is? I just thought of something. I think now, like right now, this time right now, everything's just so overrated where it's like to the expensive stuff.
yeah,
So it's like if you don't have the means on how to do that, how?
that's true. Depends on the couple and the girl. Like you should also know, like your girl, and like
Exactly.
if you give her whatever, you should know like if she's gonna be content with it or not, you know. So I feel like it goes from couple to couple, like
Yeah.
people to like whatever.
But I also feel that with social media, like whoever is gonna be picking up on all like being all like cute and stuff with your girl or with your guy, because of social media, if you have it in you, like there's so many ideas out there, whether it's the cheap route or the expensive route. I think if you wanna do something for your guy or your girl, like I think you would,
Yeah,
because ideas, I mean, they're all over.
DIYs, everything, like even just making it yourself, or you know, like
Yeah.
anything, like even if it's not like flowers, or like just like
Something
you said, like I think
expensive.
like even like a card, like now it's still thoughtful because you know that it's rare. So it's like I think that everything that's rare, it means more because you know it's rare. So it's like, oh shit, what, you know?
Okay, so I just thought of something. So, you know how like if you were in a relationship and then you guys became more serious, right? And throughout your whole relationship, you were detailed,
Like detallista.
like detallista,
Uh-huh.
and he was detallista with you too.
Okay.
Like, do you think that once it becomes more serious, either you're still boyfriend and girlfriend and you guys have like a long time, or you already got married, like what do you think would be like the following of that? Like, do you think it will still remain when it comes to like your anniversaries, birthdays, I mean, whatever holidays you guys used to celebrate or whatever, whatnot? Like, do you think it will stay the same or it will change?
I mean, I think that as much as you say like, oh no, like you wouldn't want it to change, I think that it does change. Like, why? I don't know. But I think that overall, like it does change, you know? Like from both to both. But I also feel like, I guess like it depends on like life and whatever, because like obviously everybody's life is different, where it's like maybe it's not the same kind of detallista, but I mean maybe you guys are in another point in your life where it's like different, you know, like I don't know how to explain it, but like maybe you're buying a house and you're like buying things for your house, or so it becomes like a different point where it's like maybe they're not buying you flowers anymore, but they bought you the table you wanted, they bought you like the things you wanted for your house, like you know, like that. In a sense, I feel like overall I think it's still like, I think for like like anniversaries or things like that, I think that it's still nice just to still get something, but not necessarily like, yeah, flowers. But I feel like even if it wasn't flowers, but it's like knowing specifically that even if like, oh, they got you a new phone, it was for your anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it was
Yeah,
like an
like,
anniversary gift. So it's like I feel
uh-huh.
like it's still important to say this is an anniversary gift, this
Mm-hmm.
is a
Like the
Christmas gift,
mention
this is a,
of, yeah.
yes, like, you know,
Uh-huh.
instead of why, because I mean your whole
Or
life every
everything
single
becomes
day.
happy birthday, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I feel like
You know,
before
like
that's what
pre.
it is, and then like I feel like once you're married, well, you're basically always in the store, you're always buying different things, so I feel like everything just becomes, it's not a gift anymore, like it's just
Uh-huh.
normal. So I feel like
I was
it's
just
good
curious
to,
to know what your thought was behind that, just because obviously, like, I know that you're not married, so it's
yeah,
like what what would you kind of be expecting of something like that after, right? But it's like you can't really put
expect,
yourself in
yeah.
the place because you don't know how it would be either way.
Yeah, yeah. I think regardless, you still kind of like think or hope that it's like it doesn't change, but it's like obviously priorities do change. Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like in
Look, I'm gonna tell you. I think that when you're a boyfriend and girlfriend, I think it's more like you have to try with everything that you can, right? Like the cheapest flowers to the most expensive flowers, to the cheapest jewelry to the most expensive jewelry, shoes, bags, clothes, uh, restaurants, like, little getaways, whatever. Like you still have to try. But then once you're married, it's like, it's over. You're home.
you used to have like books,
Oh, yeah.
like you would make a notebook and you would write in it, and like
Hmm.
it was like a
It was
back
like a
and forth.
journal.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
like a journal. Yeah, like even that, like I think that that's cute, and I feel like everybody recognizes and knows that it's a thing, but I feel like no one puts importance to, oh, let's have a journal. Before it was like people actually put importance to it and like made time to write back in the journal, and I feel like now it's just like, well, I'm FaceTiming you, like what's the point, you know? I just feel like,
But it goes back into the same thing where you go back to technology, though. Technology wasn't a big factor back then, and then now it is. So I
yeah.
feel like even though you used your phone and you called, it's not the same thing now because now everything's just texting,
Hmm.
which
Or
kind of.
saps or everything,
Uh
you know?
huh.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's still cute in its own way, though. I
Yeah,
think, yeah.
like I feel that's what I'm saying, like I feel like maybe like notebooks have changed to like
Mm-hmm.
the text messages, like, oh,
Uh huh.
like you were asleep, like you woke up with the text message, you know?
I
So
just.
this said something like the difference between finding someone in high school versus finding someone outside of high school, which I feel like it does make a difference. When you found your husband in high school,
Mm-hmm.
so obviously you've been with him since high school, so it's like you met him in high school, so
Right.
you had somewhere to meet him, right? So it's like obviously like, I mean, you wouldn't have like a story be like
Did you know? Fact. Did you know that we're almost gonna have 2 decades together?
that's crazy. Damn, so you were with him for 10 years before you had your child. That's crazy. It makes a difference versus like maybe like what would it have been back then, finding someone outside of high school because of like no technology.
Well, college, work,
Hmm.
or like parties, I guess. Or
Yeah,
like meeting by friends of friends, or I think that that's kind of how it would have gone. Like I think work,
like it would have still been a
college,
in-person type of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, versus now, I mean, it can still be it's what you let it be, right?
Mhm.
So it's like it can still be an in-person type of thing, but I feel like um it does change a lot with like social media and all the social media platforms, where it's
Uh-huh.
like everybody just tries to get to know you through social media, and it's like that's what has changed it a lot, and like the whole getting to know someone or knowing someone, whereas like you
Yeah.
meet them in person is like you actually get to see them, you get to hear them, versus like social
Like,
media,
do
and it's
you
like you really
feel
don't
though
know.
like where it's harder now though, like because of social media?
Like I
Or,
think que sí, I guess, or what do you mean?
well, yeah, like I guess I'm kind of lost in a way where
Well,
it's.
okay, like yes, because in a sense where I'm kind of saying where it's like you don't know the person, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, I mean, you really only could go by pictures. So it's like that's what I feel like what it is. It's not like, oh, he seems nice, or oh, he seemed rude,
Yeah.
or it's none of that. So it's like he's doing something that like I just don't like, and like no, or like
I mean, I will
it's
say
very,
this. I don't think you ever really know like fully a person though, regardless.
yeah, because not
So
everybody posts everything. There can be
no,
people.
even I mean, I'm not just necessarily like saying like from social media. Like I'm kind of saying like even from
A
like
one
we were
time thing
saying about
hearing.
me, right? Like I was with my boyfriend, husband now from high school. So it, but the point is that not because you knew each other in high school, it means that
You knew how he was, or
that though like you those are the differences where when you know someone personally and you get to know someone like that, it just makes it a whole like harder, I guess, when you meet someone through social media because of the whole like not knowing like how you are post or nothing like that. So I think that it
yeah.
does like
Yeah,
there.
like I feel like there's its benefits and there's the bad parts to
Yeah.
it, like versus meeting someone in person or meeting someone on social media. I think it could
Because
be a good or
think
bad
of,
thing.
you know how you were just saying right now, like you get to see the person be like the pictures, right? Like their
Hmm.
post. So I mean, I think maybe it kind of is a little bit easier in a way because you're already kind of seeing like what he's into, what you wouldn't like.
See, no, because not like I said, not everybody posts
Post is
everything.
everything.
So it's like the
That's
ones
true.
that do, well, already it's already helping you. It's like, ah, nah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
True.
ones that don't, it's like, I feel like that's what it kind of, it like when you see someone in person, when you get a little like vibe, and when you don't know them, where it's like you literally don't know like anything about them, where it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you can talk to them, but it's like, I mean, you still don't know who the person is. So like I said, like it's a good and it's a bad thing. Like you
Uh-huh.
don't like but like I said, even in person, you just never know. Like
You
people
exactly.
are can act a certain way, and it's like maybe they're not like that. So it's like I
Mm-hmm.
feel like vice versa. I think it's just um I think it has just changed a lot
Mm-hmm.
in general, like the whole dating thing and
You get
everything. I
to
think
meet
it
the
has changed.
person like the whole way, I think, and regardless of social media or you have met that person like from a friend or like however you met the person, I think you still have to give it the chance regardless
Yeah.
because I feel like now it's just a different time and it's just harder like for
Yeah. I think I touched like the
what you had.
what I had like about the dating now versus later, and I feel like you do kind of get an idea, and I feel like people
Yeah.
watching know what I'm talking about, what it means, like how social media has changed, because like I'm pretty sure like everybody has an older sister, an older
Mm-hmm.
sibling, or like an older cousin, or an older like anybody where
Somebody.
they know that when they were dating it was different, and it's like,
Then
oh,
now.
like now you don't see what
Well,
they did or
times
whatever.
change. I mean, it's like even back in the day, like people were getting married without even meeting the person. I mean, I know in cultures that still exists, but I'm speaking, the Mexican
Yeah.
way where it's like they would get married and they wouldn't even know each other.
Yeah, yeah.
You get me?
But yeah, I don't know. Point being, times change and everything changes, and
Yeah.
everybody changes with it, because I mean, I guess that's what you're
Well,
supposed
you
to do,
have
right?
to.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I tell my mom, like, okay, no estamos en tus tiempos, So it's like everybody decides to change with what they
But,
think is, what they believe in, or what they think is
mm,
right. But yeah, let us know what you guys think about the dating now versus dating later. If you guys dated later, I mean, yeah, if you guys dated later versus now,
now.
like, how was it for you guys? What did you guys do? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what do you guys do
How
like
was it
now?
different?
Yeah. So yeah.
If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed. And turn on the bell so you guys get notified every time we upload a new video. See
Yes.
you guys in the next one.
Bye. Welcome back to the Random Topics. She's Marcy and I'm Daisy. Thank you for coming back to our channel. If you guys haven't already watched our other videos, don't forget to subscribe.
The fuck is wrong with you? But then you keep those
Everything
memories,
adapts.
though, where it's
Adapts.
like-
Adapts.
'Cause-
No.
And you're, ¿cómo se dice? Conquistada. A la chinga. Conquered?
Conquistador.
What?
Conquistadora? Conquistador? No, like you're.
Conquistador? What the Ay,
It's more of like, well, I'm just FaceTiming you.